And here is Shinobi Wat-Aah.
Yes, possibly the best game name ever. What you're looking to do in the two levels of play, you first start off with the grasshopper level, which is really a card drafting stage. And you're going to have cards that have clan members, so you're looking to draft 4 clans to fulfill your need to become emperor.
Okay.
There are additional cards, the yokai, which are spirits of the Japanese world. They have special powers that can help you, and then there are also ronin, which are clanless. They can just be used to support an existing clan.
Okay.
On your turn, from your hand of cards, first thing you'll do is draw. You draw 1 card if you're going to be honorable. But as you start playing the game, you're going to start running out of cards, so you may have to be a bit dishonorable. In which case you would draw the top card from the deck. You look at the number. That number +2 is how many cards you can draw. But those 2 points go down and become your corruption level and get subtracted from you later. From the cards that you have, you're looking to lay down 2 to 4 cards of a clan. If you lay down 2 cards, each clan has a particular ability. It might be something like force somebody to take 1 card back into their hand. But if you're able to play 3 or 4 cards, you get the enhanced ability, which allows something like take the entire clan back into their hand.
Wow.
So it definitely gets beefier when you get to 3 or 4. So on your turn you lay down a clan, or you support a clan, reinforce it with an additional card, which could be a yokai or another member of that clan. If it's got an additional ability, you use it at that time. Everybody's going around. As we see players going around and getting closer and closer to 4, we start to see ganging up to delay the game to make sure that you got the most points. And then of course people in the lead trying to rush it and trying to finish out the game. As soon as somebody lays down 4, it ends. You score points for each of the clans that you have, and you get to accumulate the little shurikins, or your point token. Yeah, little wooden shurikins. So you can get 4 points for being in first, depending on the number of players. It decreases 3, 2, 1, or whatever, depending on how many you're playing. Then from that, that game could be played solely and just keep score for that, or you could then move into the Grand Master phase. And the way that works, cards will not be in play, but the shurikins that you've collected will be. There are bosses that you'll be looking to defeat. And they have different scoring abilities. So you might have one that's half negative, half positive. You might have some that is almost all bad. You might have some that are fantastically good points, but you don't know. That's the kicker of the whole thing. One of the bosses goes down, that's the one that everybody's going to have to deal with. You'll have 3 others that are put out that you can peek at, and just to keep it from you absolutely knowing there's one that's going to be placed out of the game.
Right. Okay.
As you go through, you're going to place your shurikins. You can place them in a number of areas. You've got the Emperor's Palace. You place it here for each shuriken put down. You're going to score 10 points. But you're also going to get a card which gives you an extra ability which might be useful. You can also play here. If you put 1 down, you're going to score 10. If you put 2 down, it allows you to peek. These 3 areas are peak areas. You can look at one of them, not show anybody, at least you know, ruling out what is happening. And then of course you can place them on here as well, which will determine what happens at the end. So if I had 3 shurikens on here, I would look here, 3 gets me 50 bonus points at the end. So you can add up all your points from here, plus any pluses or minuses from the great boss, and that's the final scoring.
Oh, that's interesting. It's 2 games in 1.
2 games in 1, exactly.
that build on each other. It's pretty neat.
Yes.
With the same thing. I'm impressed. All right, cool.
And the great name, Shinobi Wat-Aah!